looking at the Joseph Mangalt House. It was built in 1803. It was one of the first houses in Charleston that was not obviously based on the single or double house models. It also includes a number of construction elements designed to minimize problems with pests, mosquitoes, mice, etc. We're continuing down Meeting Street and getting a first look at the Citadel Square Baptist Church. One thing I noticed about the southern cities, and I noticed it in Savannah as well as Charleston, they smell good. Not like pollution or foods, or it's more of a floral smell. And it's because they have the honeysuckle growing prolifically in the city. We'll see that here in a few minutes when we look at another house that I saw. This is our first glimpse of Marion Square. It's directly across from the Citadel Square Baptist Church. It started out being called the Citadel Green because the Citadel was housed adjacent to the square. It encompasses about 6.5 acres in downtown Charleston. And we'll see the Citadel Square Baptist Church across the street here in just a second. It was originally going to be the Fourth Baptist Church, then one closed. So it would have been the Third Baptist Church, but they decided that since it was directly across from the Citadel Green at the time, it should be Citadel Square Baptist Church. And it is absolutely gorgeous. That steeple just goes high into the sky, reaching to God. The more on the Marion Square, it was actually referred to as the Citadel Green until 1922. That's when the Citadel moved away from the green and out to the city's west side. And then the square was renamed for Francis Marion. Now we'll see some of the architecture in Charleston, and here's why the city doesn't smell like a city. This honeysuckle is absolutely gorgeous, and it smells wonderful. And the whole downtown area smells great. It would have at one time been a private residence. I believe it's now apartments. But the architecture and the gardens are just absolutely gorgeous. And this is actually part of Charleston College. It's the arena, and it's open. It would appear to the public from their website, so anyone can go in and shoot hoops and whatnot. And you'll see on one of the houses there, you'll see FDC. It appears on quite a few of these buildings in downtown, but it actually is a note that there is a direct connection to the fire system. More architecture. Most of these houses are designated historic in this area. And there you can see the Charleston Fire Department, one of their firehouses. And there actually appeared to be a minor emergency injured person that the fire department's all going to check out. And this is Trinity United Methodist Church. It's one of the oldest congregations in Charleston. The church itself was constructed between 1848 and 1850 for the Westminster Presbyterian Church, and then Trinity took it over at a later date. And now we're at the Charleston City Market. The market was donated to the city by Charles Pinckney in 1788 with the express purpose that it be used as a public market. He stipulated that the land must remain in use as a market forever. So the city built the low sheds that stretch from Market Hall to the waterfront, and they were built starting in 1804 and finalized in 1830. They originally housed meat, vegetable, and fish vendors, but now they house unique little shops, and they're absolutely gorgeous. The sweet grass baskets are second to none, and I really should have got some. I'm not sure where to put them, but I should have got some. And I love the hats. Actually, I just enjoyed the market itself. Clearly it runs from 1788, 1803, all the way up to modern day. And yes, there is note that at one time it was used to market everything that came off the ships that came up the river, so that would include all goods. This is the outside of the market. You can see architecturally they're just absolutely gorgeous, and it's not a short building. It covers several blocks. You just cross the street from one building to the next. There's the little golf carts. The little golf carts do tours all over Charleston, so you can actually hire one, and he will take you on whichever tour you choose. But it's just a little golf cart. You see them running all over downtown. Clearly, there is much, much more to see in Charleston, and we'll be going back because I did not even get to see the tip of it, and I was there for a good portion of one day. So this is us actually leaving Charleston. We're crossing over the Cooper River, and off to the right we see the Uss Yorktown, which in 1975 became a museum ship at Patriot Point in South Carolina. It's actually part of Charleston, but it's called Patriot Point, and it's on the opposite side of the Cooper River from the market center. But it's absolutely gorgeous. That bridge is super high, and I'm not a bridge person, so I wasn't thrilled, but as bridges go, it's pretty. It's a pretty nice looking bridge. And that's it for Charleston, folks. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and please subscribe. Come back next week. We'll tour Georgetown and McClellanville, South Carolina.